A ghost for Christmas. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long, long ago. Everything feels like that sometimes. The last time I had kind words spoken to me, long, long ago. The last time I felt a friendly touch, long, long ago. Sometimes I feel lost. I don't know how. I never leave this one same house. And yet there are times where a room isn't where it was. I walk through a door and out a wall. I peer out the window to look at the garden and find an empty patch of grass. Move to the next window and suddenly the flowers are back, though now they're ringing the grass. When was there a fence there? Time seems so fluid. Moments appear and vanish without more than a how do you do. Save for one time every year. A time when things slow down. When ancient stories are told to bright young faces. When songs that were old when I was a tiny baby echo through the house, through strange devices, are sung by voices young and old. Faces flash past usually. I'm rarely alone, not as one might think it, for I see them hurrying past, to and fro, coming and going. Only when they rest, laying in their beds, sitting at a desk, lounging on a couch. At those times, I can see them. I watch them slumber or twist in discomfort. Watch them try to solve problems and pose others. Watch them find their paths in life or fret about decisions here and yet to come. But on that one time of year, I can see them all so clearly. They change, growing older. New faces appear, familiar ones fade. Joy and sadness flow like cider and cocoa. Stories of those who pass, told to those new in this world. Light shines in the eyes of all, young and old. A timeless light, kindled by family and friend, fed by love and memories, all coming together to light the world and everything around it. Most things around the house are less permanent. I already mentioned the doors and walls shifting, changing. Things like wall hangings, chairs, even beds and bathtubs feel as though they're here one moment and gone the next. Some move to other rooms, most are just gone without a trace, at least to me. But that time of year, oh, the trees and the lights, the icons of holly and ivy, a jolly old gift giver, a singing snowman, elves and candy, a child born in a manger, the proof of joy and light in the darkness of winter. These things feel unchanging, unending, the unmoving heart of the season. Things have been unchanged for a while. The last people left in need of employment or perhaps just a new climate. The house has been empty for a while, quiet. No chatter or running feet. No arguments behind closed doors or laughter in the living room. You might think for someone like me that would be a blessing. It's not. Sure, when people are there, it's confusing. It can be a bit like being in a hurricane in a blender, a whirl of sound and light and blurring of faces and raised voices. But that is the blessing. The silence just eats at you. Sometimes I fear if it's too quiet for too long, it might start taking pieces of me. Wait, what's that? Someone's in the yard, putting up... Is that a sign? I blink and people are inside again. One face over and over, others coming and going. They look upstairs and down, check cabinets and counters in the kitchen. They peer out windows and test floorboards. Every so often one will pass through me or catch sight of me in a mirror and they'll freeze. Then, very quickly and quietly, tell themselves I'm not there and hurry off to be, well, anywhere else. It's nice to have people again, but none of them seem to stay. The one who shows up most must be the cellar. She'll show up, sweep and dust a bit, straighten covers and pillows, and then sigh, offer a little prayer before the next group arrives. This new group is the same as most couples, young and old, the occasional single person. I try to stay out of the way. Being there seems to upset people. But this group has something new. There's a woman with a child. Not a baby and not a teenager. Somewhere in between. He's not like other children I've seen. He's very still and quiet, bundled up against the outside chill. He watches the others around him, though he stays close to his mother, never more than an arm's length. Then he sees me. I'm not trying to be seen, mind you. I'm staying out of the way. But those staring gray eyes lock on and widen gently. A moment later, I wave. He waves back. He looks to his mother and then sticks his tongue out at me. I guess I do have a tongue, don't I? I stick my tongue out at him. He smiles and I smile right back. He tugs at Mom's coat and points and whispers. She stares at what to her looks like a closet door with a coat rack in front of it, and smiles and kisses his head. I follow them. The boy grins and makes faces, and I make faces right back. Finally, at one point, I puff out my cheeks and spin like a ballerina, and the boy gives a soft giggle. The mother freezes and pulls him into a tight hug. Is she crying? If she is, she's also laughing, and it looks like they're making an offer to the nice sales lady. They leave, but then they come back, now with a big truck full of furniture and boxes. Boxes full of plates and books, soft toys and plastic ones. Is it just the two of them? It seems to be. I wave as soon as I see him. He waves back with a huge grin. For the first time in a long, long time, I feel excited. The boy's name is Kevin. I don't really know mine anymore, so he calls me Terry. I like that name. It feels comforting, like an old friend. We go on adventures, up and down the stairs, and down into the basement, up into the attic. When he naps, I hear the mother talking on the phone or with Kevin's aunt when she visits. They talk about the house, about Kevin, how long it's been since his father passed, how he barely spoke or smiled, and hadn't laughed until they came here. What is it about here? Asks the aunt. Mom smiles into her coffee, says one word. Terry. A new friend? Someone in the neighborhood? You could say that. I don't think Mom believes in me. Or I should say, she thinks I'm a piece of Kevin's imagination. A little piece he whispers to and plays with and laughs with. And while she doesn't understand me, she's glad he does. The season is coming. They have a small tree in the living room covered in lights and shiny ornaments, garland on the banister, and lights twinkling everywhere. Kevin and Mom are in the kitchen making cookies. I'd help, but I think it might scare Mom too much. I feel something as I watch them. Something I haven't felt in ages. I feel happy. I feel love. I wish I could give them something. I wish I had a gift. A feeling runs along my back. I think I have a back. And I turn. Nothing there except I start upstairs. Something here? No, not quite. Up more? I pass to the attic. Lots of leftover boxes up here. Over here. I turn, and for a moment I'm in front of another figure like me. Sort of. Where I'm mostly shadow and shade, he seems to be made of light and warmth. His smile warms me to my very core as he points to a box near his feet. I'm confused, and then, somehow, I understand. I race back downstairs just as the last batch of cookies go in the oven. I tug Kevin's sleeve and motion for him to follow, and he does the same to Mom. We hurry up the stairs and to the attic trapdoor. It falls open as Mom pulls on it, and Kevin scrambles up after, Mom looking concerned but curious. I stand by the box and point. Kevin hurries over and opens it, and his face gets a look of awe. Mom hurries over, and her hands cover her mouth, eyes suddenly shining with tears. With shaking hands, they take the box down, and soon the contents are unpacked. Memories from a box thought long lost. Medals with bright ribbons. A jacket covered in patches. A flag folded and kept safe in a glass case. And pictures. Pictures of Mom. Pictures of a baby Kevin. And of the angel from the attic, dressed in a uniform, saluting the camera, holding baby Kevin, kissing Mom. I feel that presence again and turn to see him there by the front door. He has Kevin's grin as he gives me a salute, a wink, and then vanishes. Kevin and I listen to stories about Dad as they decorate the cookies. How brave he was. How much he loved Mom and Kevin. How he served his country. Later, the two of them are curled up on the couch, reading one of the classic stories of the season. The tale of a stingy old man in need of redemption. As they reach the part of Christmas Present, Kevin giggles and points at the picture of the ghost. "Terry," he whispers. Mom blinks. He points a finger right at me, sitting in the chair by the window. "Terry." Her eyes turn to me, and for a moment they widen, as though... could she see me? After a long moment, she kisses Kevin on the forehead and whispers, "The spirits did it all in one night. Well, they can do that, can't they?" And then she smiled at me. "Of course they can."